This weekend at the Austrian Grand Prix, Ferrari will use the SF1000 in the same spec as at pre-season testing, as they've opted to change their development path for the car. With several of the teams bringing updates to their cars and power units this weekend, Ferrari have decided against using any of their developed updates, as they're going to change the path of their aerodynamic package. As a result, Ferrari won't introduce updates until the third race of the year at the Hungaroring. There had been suggestions in Italian media that the SF1000 would have lots of new and cool stuff, like a stiffer gearbox and a new rear axle, but this doesn't appear to be the case. After rules were introduced for 2020 to better police fuel flow rates, there was rumours that Ferrari had managed to find 30 horsepower with their power unit since pre-season testing. But again, this doesn't appear to be true. Both the engine and chassis will be basically the same this weekend as it was for pre-season testing. Ferrari have had a few weeks since the lockdown ended to identify weaknesses with the SF1000, and team boss Mattia Binotto says it's best to try developing in a completely new direction. The truth is that the outcome of the tests led us to take a significant change of direction in terms of development, especially on the aerodynamic front. First, we had to understand why we did not see the results we had expected on track, and how much to recalibrate the whole programme as a result. It would have been counterproductive to continue in the direction we had planned, knowing that we would not have reached our goals. Therefore, we've decided to come up with a new programme that looked at the whole car, knowing that not all of it would be ready for the first race. Our aim is to introduce the updates at the third race on the 19th of July at the Hungaroring. Apart from that, over and above the actual development of the car itself, these past few weeks we've worked a lot on analysing its behaviour, with simulation work and with the help of our drivers, and I think that will prove its worth in Austria. Ferrari were vocal in downplaying their performance during pre-season testing, saying they knew they wouldn't be the quickest team at the first, eventually cancelled round in Australia. Since then, they've found opportunities to develop the car, but with the SF1000 also going to be used for the 2021 F1 season, Ferrari have opted to go in a completely different direction in a bid to find more aerodynamic performance and not risk writing off a second season. As a result, Ferrari aren't full of optimism heading to the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian and Styrian Grand Prix. It's not a hugely demanding aero track, as it's mostly long straights, but Binotto says it's still unlikely the team will be the quickest. We know that, at the moment, we don't have the fastest package. We knew it before heading for Melbourne, and that hasn't changed. Having said that, the Spielberg circuit has different characteristics to Barcelona, and the temperatures will be well above those of February. In Austria, we must try to make the most of every opportunity, and then in Hungary, with the new development step we're working on, we'll be able to see where we really are compared to the others, while having to take into account the developments our competitors themselves will have brought along. Mercedes and Red Bull will be bringing updates to the first race this weekend. Honda have confirmed a new specification power unit is being rolled out for the Red Bull and AlphaTauri cars, while Red Bull's Christian Horner says that the updates for the RB16 that were due to be used at Zandvoort, Barcelona and Montreal will all be implemented to the car this weekend. Mercedes were due to use the car from the end of testing spec in Melbourne, which was a Christmas 2019 spec level. Technical Director James Allison has confirmed a comprehensive aero upgrade package will be brought along this weekend. However, both Red Bull and Mercedes are completely reliant on data and CFD for their upgrades, meaning there is a chance the updates might not work well on track. Last week, Red Bull had the chance to try some of their updates during their filming day at Silverstone.